This night is coming, eyes are breaking time, the ancient drums are pounding. Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, held the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
After 2 weeks off, we head now back to Florida for the second visit for the Pasky's Cardiac League. As this time we head back there with the trucks at the Pasky's Cardiac Truck Series. And as you saw at the top of the broadcast there, we paid tribute to the lives lost back in 2001 in the terrible attacks on the 11th of September 2001. Again, our memories in with the such a terrible attack. But anyway, this is a week for remembrance, and this is also a week for racing, and I'm sure these guys will have that in the back of their mind as we go racing here at Homestead Miami Speedway. And we're under the lights here for the truck race. And I believe they are under qualifying right now, so we will get into that in just a second. My name is Sam Cooper Bennett. I am your man in the booth once again here tonight at Homestead. And I'm hoping we have a decent race here tonight. The trucks have not had the best of raps lately. And Jordan Barry, remind me to throttle you later. But anyway, qualifying underway. Let's get into it, shall we? We have this race going on here. So let's go straight into qualifying now, shall we, for tonight's race as, again, I keep mentioning it, qualifying is underway. So find out who's out on track right now. We're going to go to David Bigger, who's just jumped up to P4 in the number 57 Southwest Airlines machine. We're going to put the qualifying standings as they are. That's a pit stop, Sam. Don't do that. There we go. Brandon's in second. Jack Merkel in third. David Bigger, as we've just seen, is currently sitting P4. Jordan Barry, who's driving the 26, not the 57. Again, remind me to throttle you later. Johnny Antonucci sitting P6. Francois Pelletier in 7th. Ray Black Jr. in P8. Devin Doss 9th and Mike Whitaker in P10. Filling number 99. Very different paint scheme to what he normally runs. And a nice paint scheme nevertheless as he makes his way around the track. And this is not going to be easy. They had one of their cleanest races ever last week. Only one caution all night. Can they repeat that again here in the trucks tonight? There's a big field for this one. 19 drivers, not that big, but big enough. As Michael Atkins Jr. jumps up to second place, good for him. Lonnie Barrington out on track as well now, as we wait for his paint to show up. There we go. A different paint for him here tonight as well. As he's going to call it done there, unfortunately. Landon Lacey out on track as well. As he jumps up to P4. Great for him as Bouchard jumps up to the top of the table. He is your pole position man right now. As we're going to have Lonnie Barrington, Kevin Pasky, Hoop Baker, Adam Chapman. Second times here. Tyler Vickery currently creeping around the track. Not sure what's going around there. As Lonnie Barrington makes his reappearance on the track right now. And while they're just turning the last few laps around here, let's go to scenic camera. And for the first time in a long time, we are, because this is a week of remembrance, we are going to go and get a few, just ladies and gentlemen, stand up on your feet, put your hands against your hearts as we bellow out the national anthem for tonight's race. And that was the national anthem brought to you by the American Brass Band. Not sure where they're from, but it's a great rendition of the national anthem here, the Old Spangled Banner. As qualifying is to head into tonight's race, 133 laps around here at home. Let's go to the grid for tonight's race. As I don't know what the hell I'm doing right now. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I will get to it right now. So let's go to the grid for this one, as Chris Bouchard's starting on the pole and Brandon Stokes is on the front row with him. The second row, Tanner Costa in P5 there, Jack Merkel in P6, David Bigger 7th, Jordan Barry in the 26 is in 8th. Johnny Antonucci, Francois Pelletier in the top 10. Tyler Vickery, Ray Black Jr. to P12, that's pretty far down from what he normally qualifies. Devin Doss back there, Lonnie Barrington, Mike Whitaker, Adam Chapman back in P16. There's Willie Glynn, Hoot Baker, and Kevin Paskwich starting shotgun on the field, making it 19 drivers here tonight, and we're going to have to do some sound changes here. I do apologise. That is very loud in my ears. As we're going to go to our pole sitter, Mr. Chris Bouchard. As they're all lined up now, ready to go. I bet if I go to the grid cam, this is not going to show up. Oh, there's no grid cam on there anyway. But anyway, there is your field right now as we're getting the last couple of people just gridding up now for this 133 lap race. And what a great race it'll be. Numbers all best up at the moment. There is Chris Bouchard. Everybody's starting to roll now. And they're all going to split there because the inside line has to stay in the access lane. That's the exit lane coming out of pit road. Whereas the outside line, they can go back out on track. They can go out on track as they feel. So who's going to take this one? Chris Bouchard definitely in the catbird seat here. In second place, he's got the 9 on his truck tonight. I know one person would be happy to see a 9 on that truck, but anyway. You'll have to bear with me tonight. Very tired after a long day's work, so just bear with me. We've got 133 laps around here. Hopefully they can keep it green as long as they did on Friday. I'll probably jinxed it at this point as we've got the 15 of... I don't know who that is. But we're back. We're under green for the first time here tonight. 133 laps are underway here at Homestead. And it's Chris Bouchard that's going to lead them all into turn 1. And how is it going to go tonight here as they are all clean and green right now? Good races so far from everybody. There is Chad Merkel. It's actually the 19, not the 15. I apologise. My eyesight is getting bad. Chris Bouchard has already checked out. He's already 3/10 of a second to the good. Over Brandon Stokes now is actually trying to take back second place from Michael Atkins Jr. And Jr. looking for it to sweep the week here. Got the win on Friday here at Homestead in the Cup cars. Would love to get another win here in the trucks. And unfortunately, not a Jenkins in sight tonight, which is a shocker. As still side by side are Brandon Stokes and Michael Atkins Jr. As Atkins Jr. finally gets a nose out in front. Tanner Costa currently sitting in P4. He's right there too. With Landon Lacey right there and the number 84 right behind him. David Bigger right there as well as Brandon Stokes trying to take back second place, but not going to work here as here comes Tanner Costa to the outside as well. He's going to take away third place from Stokes. But the 97 working his way forward now. And further back, let's go to Tyler Vickery there in the number 24. The paint scheme, he's got the 59 of Johnny Antonucci in the UPS scheme just in front of him, and there is Ray Black Jr. in the 4. As we got a big wreck there, and caution number 1 will fly. Landon Lacey involved and a couple of others as well. Let's take a look and see what happened here. What is going on? Why are you going back to? And it was Landon Lacey lost control of his truck and David Bigger got involved. That was Jordan Barry going around as well. And Antonucci getting involved too. But unfortunately, Landon Lacey was the cause of that one. Let's go back and see it again. Coming out of turn 4, you can see from Johnny Antonucci's point of view, having to scramble around. Unfortunately, lost control of the truck and he went around. Unfortunate for Antonucci, but Landon Lacey, you see there, tried to correct it, went around, collected David Bigger. There went Jordan Barry, got hit by another one. I couldn't see who that was. Take another look and see who it was. Oh! That's Francois Pelletier that actually hit him. And I'm going to reset trading paints because I'm pretty sure not all the paint schemes are showing up here tonight. We are back live now. Only 4 drivers staying out after the pit stops. Chris Bouchard did win the race. Johnny Barrington and Hoot Baker all staying out. And the first caution coming out on lap 5 of 133 here. Mike Whittaker going to lead his first lap and get a. That will point him into the chase here tonight. These bonus points that keep adding up. Hopefully it will point him into the chase eventually. As there we go. Paint scheme's starting to show up properly now. Not everybody's shown up just yet. There we go, they're all low. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And, yep, lovely. Just gonna slowly, there we go. The lights are off on the pace car again, we're ready to get things. Chapman, the only drivers that didn't take the pit stop on this caution as they come out of turn 4. Mike Whittaker going to bring them back to green here, and away we go once again. And already Chris Bouchard onto the back of Whittaker as Adam Chapman just got eaten alive on that restart. Somebody's blinking back there. I believe that might be Jack Merkel. 007 of Francois Pelletier. And Merkel blinking worse than a fat kid with a lemon in his eye. Martin Whittaker starting to fall back as Chris Bouchard retakes the lead here. Brandon Stokes up to second, Jack Merkel in third. But he's going to be blinking pretty badly at the moment as Tanner Costa's right to his outside. Francois Pelletier up to the top 5 now. Tyler Vickery up to P6, so good run for him so far. And Adam Chapman trying to fight his way back to the front. He is going to move to the inside of the 24. Oh, 50, the 19. Lonnie Barrington and Hoot Baker just coming out of pit road there. That's Jordan. He's running the 57 for some on his truck, but he is actually the 26. So back at the front, Chris Bouchard, the leader. Tanner Costa now up to third place after getting around Jack Merkel, and now he's looking to the inside of Brandon Stokes here. And it looks like he might get it. Dives it down to the bottom of the track, and we saw this might not be the advantage in the long run. Stokes going to keep it wound up on the high side. Costa was drifting up the track slightly, didn't work from that time. Costa going to dive it down again. Still side by side, these two. These two aren't letting up at all. Brandon Stokes might have the clear at this point, but Tanner Costa's still not letting him get away. Francois Pelletier going to join this little battle now as well. Is he going to try and make a 3 wide? No, he's going to stick behind the 97 and the 9. Oh, Merkel going around. That's going to be caution number 2. Well, there, Johnny Antonucci involved in that one. I guess somebody must have finally got sick of his blinking. And no, Merkel went around by himself, and Michael Atkins Jr. just finished the job. Oh, Antonucci hit the wall very hard there. And you know we're going to have a vomit cam, you know we are. So if you've just eaten, you might not want to watch this. I see Merkel losing it in front of Antonucci. Antonucci trying to avoid it, hits Merkel, and around he goes. And unfortunately, very little power going to that engine, because that engine is what we say in the UK and Ireland, absolutely knackered. It looks like they're all going to bring it down pit road again. There we go. And in they come. Antonucci already out of the truck. It looks like his night might be over already. We're only on lap 15 of 133 here. A couple of people staying out. Looks like Ray Black. Bouchard, everybody else hitting their pit stalls nicely right now. It looks like David Bigger's going to go straight through. Might have missed his pit stall there. All four Mr. Feelgood's going on. Who's going to make it out first? It looks like Chris Bouchard will win the race off pit road here. Brandon Stokes off second. Tanner Costa off third. Looks like Francois Pelletier off fourth. Followed by who? Baker? Tyler Vickery, sorry, I apologise. Behind them is Adam Chapman, Michael Atkins Jr. back there in P9, Willie Glynn in P10. There's Mike Whitaker, who got that bonus point earlier on the last caution. Kevin Pasky in P12. 13th is Jordan Barry in the 26, not the 57. P14, Jack Merkel after his spin. He is in P15. Hoot Baker 16th, and last driver on the lead lap, Devon Doss, is in P17 on his kind of return to the series. He is the first driver lap down. Landon Lacey, he is ahead of the leader, as Hoot Baker will get up back on the lead lap. Johnny Antonucci, unfortunately, is behind the wall. He has put his truck on the hauler. There he is dropping down the field. I believe he's coming back down in 15th place. Yeah, 15th place. So David Bigger will assume the lead here after doing pretty much a pass through the pit road. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the broadcast. If you're just joining us, we are 17 laps in. We're in the caution number 2 here as David Bigger's going to bring it down. Chris Bouchard will take over the lead once again. That means David Bigger will get that bonus point for leading a lap, so good for him. That's all he needs. Lights will go off the pace car this time by. But yeah, we've had 2 cautions here so far. Both of them from spins coming out of turn 4. First one was involving Landon Lacey, who's just gone around the pace car to get one of his laps back. And the second one involving Jack Merkel, who lost control of his truck coming out of turn 4. So turn 4, calamity corner so far here tonight. Hopefully it doesn't catch too many others out. Down into turn 3 they come. Bouchard sticking to that inside line. Brandon Stokes staying to the outside. You see the American flag on the tray of the number 9. That's to signify his remembrance to the victims of the 9/11 atrocities. As the pace car peels off into pit road, we're ready to go once again. Chris Bouchard hitting the loud pedal, and we are back on the green once again. As Ray Black Jr. going into pit road for some unknown reason. And we are back racing. Look at Frenchie diving to the inside. It looks like Francois Pelletier going to dive up to 3rd. Just behind Tanner Costa, who's moved up to 2nd now. Brandon Stone's back to 4th, and Tyler Vickery up to the top 5 now. Just ahead of Michael Atkins Jr. who's making the dive to the inside. Looks like Jordan Barry's starting to fall back a bit now as Vickery pinned to that outside line. Can he hold it? No, he can't. As it looks like Michael Atkins Jr. has taken away that last spot in the top 5 as Francois Pelletier is starting to fall back now. He's got Brandon Stokes to his outside. And Frenchie holding on for now, but for how long? As they're going to be 3 wide coming off turn 2. And it's going to be Adam Chapman on the bottom of the track here, side by side with Frenchie. It's not Adam Chapman, I apologise. That is, yeah, it is Adam Chapman behind Michael Atkins Jr. And Chapman just keeping Will Glynn behind him as well. He's running strong inside the top 10. Glynn doing a good job inside the top 10 as well. As is Mike Whitaker. Jack Merkel already back into the top 10 after his spin. You see the damage on his rear tailgate. after the spin he had to bring out the second caution. He's just ahead of Kevin Pasky, so lots of good runners here tonight. Jack Merkel having another big blink there. He's having a few connection problems here tonight. Go back to Tanner Costa, who's currently being chased down. Out of turn 4 they come. Everybody being a lot more cautious this time round about that corner. They know it's going to do some harm. There's Adam Chapman. There is Will Glynn. He's doing ever so well to try and hold on to the position ahead of Mike Whittaker. Whittaker about a couple of truck lengths back. Chapman going to try and move on Tyler Vickery now. He dives to the bottom of the track there and looking very close. But Vickery holds on. Good shout for him. Will Glynn looking very punchy behind the 83. And back to the front. Chris Bouchard has checked out. He's already 8/10 of a second to the good over Tanner Costa, who's in a nice little battle here for second place with Brandon Stokes. And everybody getting spread out now. That's what we like to see. We like to see good long runs here. And can anybody stop Bouchard? Bouchard is already out to a 1 second lead. As we're still focused on this battle between Tanner Costa and now Michael Atkins Jr. Brandon Stokes did get ahead of him. Michael Atkins Jr. wants a piece of the action as well now. Can Atkins Jr. try and get around the 97? It's going to be a tough ask. It's not easy to pass Tanner Costa on most occasions. As Tanner Costa brushes the wall coming out of 2. That's not going to help his cause, as there goes the 48 of Atkins Jr. to the inside. And takes over 3rd place. Behind them, meanwhile, Francois Pelletier under pressure from Adam. Tyler Vickery now working on the back of the 007. Gonna dive into the inside there. Adam Chapman looking to move up to the top 5 now. He's right there. Tyler Vickery starting to get back in the picture as well. Side by side across the line, and Frenchie will keep hold of 5th place across the line. And they're still side by side, you know. Good racing between these two drivers. And Adam Chapman paying his tribute to the 911 attacks on the rear quarter panel of his car. The truck, sorry. And everybody racing hard but racing clean here tonight. That's what we like to see. Jack Merkel still having connection problems just behind Mike Whittaker there. Whittaker doing well tonight. David Bigger, after his pit stop mishap, he's back there in P11. No, it was Ray Black Jr. that had the mishap, sorry. Jordan Barry fell back a bit, but he's back there in P12 now. Lonnie Barrington right behind him, as is Hoot Baker. Kevin Pasky not having the best of runs here tonight. He's back there in P15. But is a good 18 seconds ahead of Ray Black Jr. Devon Doss is back there in P17, and Landon Lacey obviously 1 lap down. He's in P18, just ahead of Gordon Barry. And Devon Doss looks like he will get the lucky dog if we do get another caution here. Back at the front, this battle still raging on. Michael Atkins Jr. did get who got around Tanner Costa a few laps ago. Now working on the back of Brandon Stokes, so Atkins Jr. on the move here. Still holding on to second place. The battle at the moment for fifth place is still raging on between Adam Chapman and Francois Pelletier. Lots of action all around the track here as Chapman looked a bit there like he was going to try and make another move for that position. Takes another look there as they come out of turn 4. Tyler Vickery still sitting in P7, but Mike Whitaker is starting to reel him in, and Will Glynn is right there as well. Don't count out this man in the 12. He's a sneaky little beggar. David Bigger now up into the top 10. And Jack Merkel has been in pit road. He has probably gone in to try and fix his connection problems. He's just coming back out now. He is now 1 lap down. And has lost a position there to Ray Black Jr. Well, actually, Ray Black Jr. is still on the lead lap, but he's the last driver on the lead lap. Well off the pace there. And Jordan Barry's fallen back as well. But anyway, while all this is going on, Brandon Stokes and Michael Atkins Jr. have managed to get the gap down below a second to Chris Bouchard. So we could have a battle brewing here for the top spot as Bouchard. Oh, big twitch there for the 28. And that's probably why they're catching him. They're going to catch him even more now. And here they come. Brandon Stokes going to dive into the inside of Bouchard. And just like that, Bouchard finds himself back in second place. And is under pressure from Michael Atkins Jr. at the same time. So that big twitch there from Chris Bouchard really hurt him. And now we have a big battle here for the lead. Tanner Costa, if he can get up there as well, he can join this battle for the lead too. As we've got Ray Black Jr.'s around, and he's come back up on the track and forced the caution. How clever of you. Of the night, just as things were starting to settle down, Kevin Paskowicz is around as well. What happened to him? Oh, the back end just stepped out and he hit the wall. Big hit there for. And that might hurt him in the long run. As everybody's going to bring it down pit road right now. Brandon Stokes, your leader. And who's going to blink first coming out of pit road? It looks like it might be Chris Bouchard. And it will be Chris Bouchard who wins the race off pit road. Brandon Stokes off second. Tanner Costa off third as he gets the jump on Michael Atkins Jr. Adam Chapman off in fifth place. So good pit stop for Adam Chapman as well. As while they've finished making their pit stops, we're going to step away for our first commercial break as we go side by side for the first time here tonight.
time, the ancient drums are pounding.
And we're back live here at Homestead. We're ready to get things going once again on lap 41 of 133 here at Homestead. Brandon Bouchard not wasting any time. We're getting going again. Brandon Stokes in second, Tanner Costa in third, and all over the Eddie. As he falls back a bit actually, and now Michael Atkins Jr. going to take a bit of a stab at him as Francois Pelletier gets a jump on Adam Chapman. 6 now. And Chapman going to fall under pressure from Tyler Vickery here. I wonder if Vickery's got something for him here, but he's not close enough to mount a challenge just yet. Mike Whittaker there in P8 and David Bigger in 9th. With Will Glynn just holding on. But Bouchard already trying to get away here. He's already made that mistake once here tonight, doesn't want to make it again. Brandon Stokes under pressure again from Tanner Costa. Well, it looks like Kevin Pasky has given up for the night. He's now 6 laps down. Everybody just juking it out here. Chris Bouchard holding on very well ahead of Brandon Stokes. And look at Francois Pelletier. He's trying to make a move on Michael Atkins Jr. Not quite close enough again to get around him. He's got to be careful though. He's going to fall back into the clutches of Adam Chapman here. And Chapman been having a very decent run here tonight. He's already in P6. He's been challenging for the top 5 for the most part already, so hopefully he can move his way forward as we've got side-by-side action now between Mike Whittaker and David Bigger. Bigger looking to the inside of the 707. Going to dive it down low and take the position away. Good move there by the 57. Will Glynn in the battle with Ray Black Jr. Ray Black Jr. trying to get his lap back the hard way. He's just ahead of Devon Doss there, who's sitting there in the 95. As back at the front, we've still got battling going on. Brandon Stokes in a bit of trouble as it looks like he's getting freight train here. Telecosta's already got around him. Michael Ackers Jr. getting around him. And now we have a caution out once again. And who is it this time? Ronnie Barrington? No, it's Jordan Barry. And there you see it, right there. Caution comes out once again. Jordan Barry getting sideways out of turn 4. And turn 4 really catching people out here tonight. So everybody going to come down pit road once again. Once every caution, it seems. Well, that happened. Anyway. Everyone in pit road again. And I'm going to take another break. Screw it.
It's Top Fuel Racing, live every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern.
iRacing, you wanted the best, you got them four abreast. Often imitated, never duplicated. The greatest show on dirt, the World of Outlaws.
And we're back live here again. What seems to be a race of cautions again here tonight. Not by any drivers bad doing, it's just a turn 4 catching a lot of people out as Chris Bouchard gets us back on the green once again on lap 50 of 133. And no driver being at fault here tonight. It's turn 4 is just way too loose on a long run. It's a shame that it's catching people out like it is, as Tyler Costa moving up to third there. Francois Pelletier putting Michael Atkins Jr. under a big pressure here. And Adam Chapman there, putting Pelletier under pressure as well. He's got David Bigger right behind him as we're under caution once again. And it's Lonnie Barrington. And looks like Ray Black Jr. involved as well. No, it was just Ray Black Jr. And you gotta say, that might have been caused by Jack Merkel. Let's take a look at it from a far chase cam. And made a very late lunge, and Ray Black Jr. did not realise that Landon Lacey was right below him. And maybe started with Jack Merkel, but Ray Black Jr. couldn't have realised that there was a truck to his inside. Unfortunately, he went around, bringing out caution number 5 here. So a bit of a mix-up in communication. Just bringing out caution number 5 here. And we've lost Brandon Stokes. Where has he gone? Oh no, he's there in second. Oh, he's going down to pit road. Okay. And he's going to bring... Who's he bringing with him? Michael Atkins Jr. is coming down. Looks like everybody else is going to follow suit. Let's focus on now, and Michael Atkins Jr. They are the two most forward drivers here in the pit road. Stokes going to win the race off pit road, followed by Michael Atkins Jr. Looks like Mike Whittaker going to be the third man off pit road here. And Hoot Baker going to follow him off as well behind. I believe that's Landon Lacey and Jack Merkel. And it is. Merkel looks like he's got his connection issues sorted, so good for him. Everybody out of pit road now. Well, apart from Bouchard and the like, everybody else pit behind them. And I'm looking for someone to talk to. Who shall I bring down? Probably nobody at this point. As it looks like the lights might be going off on the pace car this time by, so we might not get a chance to speak to anybody just yet. So unfortunate, but we will get to speak to someone eventually. There is your leader, Chris Bouchard. Led the most laps here tonight. He's led 46 of the 55. We have turned. Take a look at the weather while we're here. We're going to have the air temperature of 74 degrees Fahrenheit. Track temperature will be 77 degrees Fahrenheit. And it may be mostly cloudy out there, but it's dark anyway, so we can't see if the clouds are there or not. Take a look at your summary. 55 laps completed, 78 laps remaining. We've had 8 lead changes, and obviously this is the fifth caution. The fifth caution about to come to an end. Your top 10 currently looks like this. Absolutely messed up. Anyway. Lights are off on the pace car. We're about to get them going once again here at Homestead. Chris Bouchard, your leader. Pana Costa in second. Francois Pelletier in third. With Adam Chapman in P4 and David Bigger rounding out your top 5 as the pace car will take that hard left turn into pit road. Chris Bouchard not wasting any time as per usual, going back to green almost immediately. And away we go. Racing is underway once again. As we switch to what I like to call the loud cam. And Francois Pelletier looking to the inside of Dana Costa here as they come down the backstretch. And is he going to make the move count here? He's going to dive into the bottom here as Adam Chapman under pressure from David Bigger behind him as well. And it looks like Costa's going to win that little battle there. Adam Chapman, meanwhile, might not be so lucky as there goes Bigger to the inside. And Bigger going to take away the position from Chapman. And almost immediately going to set his sights on Francois Pelletier as he inches ahead of the 83. Here comes Brandon Stokes on those new tyres. Let's not forget, he went into pit road during the caution. He's going to look to the inside of Devin Doss as they come out of turn 4. Problems for Tyler Vickery. He's only just coming out of pit road, so problems for him there. No such problems for Mr. Bouchard. As he's already out to a 3/10 of a second lead over Tana Costa, who's finally got away from Francois Pelletier, who's actually fallen all the way back to P6. And Tana Costa chasing after Chris Bouchard. And Tana Costa looking for his first win of the season. Remember, he had that win taken off him all the way back at day. Able to close to the winning a race since. And it's looking positive for him so far. He's closing in on the back of Bouchard as Bouchard 4. Everybody very back into the clutches of Michael Atkins Jr. Devin Doss, Landon Lacey's back up there in the top 10 again. Jack Merkel, your last driver in the top 10ers. Mike Whittaker getting very close to the wall coming out of turn 2. Will Glynn right behind them there in P12. Jordan Barry right there as they're pulling away from Hoot Baker, who's back there, and we got another wreck. That's Will Glynn there in big trouble. No, it's not Will Glynn. Who is that? That's David Bigger. Please don't tell. Oh no, he wasn't involved. That's good. As Bigger lost control of the truck again, coming out of turn 4, and I'm so surprised nobody got caught in that. Back, he lost the back end coming out of turn 4. Thankfully nobody hit him. and caution coming out again because of the turn 4 problem. And it is becoming a problem now. All 6 cautions caused because of that corner. Well, 5 out of the 6. So who's going to win the race off pit road this time? Looks like it might be Bouchard again. And it will be Bouchard again. Brandon Stokes still on the jacks there as he's coming out of pit road, and it's going to be Tanner Costa that wins for the overall winner of the race off. Come on, Chris Bouchard once again. Brandon Stokes in 3rd off pit road. Landon Lacey off 4th. Mike Atkins Jr. off 5th. 6th will be Devon Doss. 7th, Mike Whittaker. 8th will be Jack Merkel. 9th will be Francois Pelletier. And 10th will be Jordan Barry. We'll be right back.
Racing, you wanted the best, you got them 4 abreast. Often imitated, never duplicated. The greatest show on dirt, the World of Outlaw.
And we're back live here. Green flag just come out there as Chris Bouchard leads us back to racing action here. And can they finally get a good green flag run going here and avoid another spin out of turn 4, sorry, as Brandon Stokes taking over 2nd place with Landon Lacey going with him. Tanner Costa off to a horrible restart there. He drops back to P4 just ahead of Michael Atkins Jr. and Devon Doss. We're looking at Devon Doss right now. He's right ahead of Jack Merkel, right behind Michael Atkins Jr. So Tanner Costa still there in P4. Going to take a look at Landon Lacey. Not going to make the move there as Landon Lacey has him covered going through 1 and 2. Lacey doing well to hold on to third place. Brandon Stokes trying to reel Bouchard back in now as Bouchard runs wide and he falls victim to turn 4. And Brandon Stokes going to take over the lead now. Out of nowhere, the man that's led the most laps, Chris Bouchard, making a deadly mistake through that calamitous turn 4. And falls right to the back of the field. Absolute disaster for the man in the 28, the reigning champion. Now Brandon Stokes finds himself out to a half a second lead over Landon Lacey, who's currently sitting second. Tanner Costa now up to third. Jack Merkel up to fourth place now, capitalising from that little scramble there. Michael Atkins Jr. up to P5 now with Devin Doss just behind him. Oh, for how long? Because look at Mike Whitaker and David Bigger. They're starting to reel him in now. An absolutely deadly mistake for Chris Bouchard, who's back there challenging Francois Pelletier for P12 now. Pelletier's fallen back himself, let's not forget. Brandon Stokes now stretching his lead out to 6/10 of a second ahead of Landon Lacey, who's under pressure from Tanner Costa. Michael Atkins Jr. under pressure from Jack Merkel. Everybody looks like they're starting to get around the corner very cleanly right now. There is Will Glynn holding on to that last spot in the top 10. He's a few truck lengths ahead of Tyler Vickery, who fell a lap down at one point, did get back on the lead lap through the Lucky Dog. So no drama there for the man in the 24, but he's got Francois Pelletier right behind him. As Mike Whitaker getting around Jordan Barry there. Well, Jordan Barry actually putting Whitaker under pressure, and Will Glynn going to put Barry under pressure as well now. And everybody racing clean once again. And Will Glynn's challenge fades away as Jordan Barry falling back as we've got more wrecks there. That's Michael Atkins Jr. this time. Looks like he's fallen foul of the turn 4 curse. And it looks like Tanner Costa was involved as well. Take a look, it was a 3 wide incident actually. And wow! Big neck code there into Michael Atkins Jr. Knocking the 48 up to the top wall. And Tanner Costa getting a big scrape off the wall as well. Let's take a look at it from the perspective of Jack Merkel. And I'm pretty sure that was been blinking all night long. And I see it right there. No contact, just bounced off him. And Michael Atkins Jr. caught up in a wreck there. Well, involved in the wreck. And Tanner Costa getting some pretty nasty right side damage from scraping the wall, but still managing to keep it in 4th place. And somewhat of a reprieve for Chris Bouchard. Falling all the way back to P12. He will get some repairs done on this pit stop, and you see him coming down right there. As Brandon Stokes overshoots his pit box. Oh no, it's Chris Bouchard actually, sorry. Overshoots his pit box, so that's not going to help him any further. He did take his fast repair right there. Landon Lacey going to come out second. And Bouchard going to fall back down the field once again. Michael Atkins Jr. going to get out ahead as well. Tanner Costa still in pit road. Looks like he might be pit farming now as here comes Dev and Adam Chapman out of pit road. No such problems for the man in the 83. Tanner Costa still there. Tyler Vickery coming out of pit road as well. He's been in there for quite a while. The man in control right now is Brandon Stokes, capitalising from that big mistake from Chris Bouchard. And despite the running through his pit box, he actually gained positions. He actually gained 3 spots, did Chris Bouchard. So good move for him, and good gains for him, as he's got Lonnie Barrington behind him. But Barrington is 1 lap down. His nearest challenger actually will be Ray Black Jr., who's back on the lead lap again in P10. So we're back under caution here. Caution number 7 of the night. We're on lap 75 of 133. The pace car lights should be going off this time by. And they do. And Landon Lacey finding himself back near the front again after that spin. Brought out caution number 1 here tonight, finally making his way back up there. Good recovery drive there for the man in the 84. And who's going to take advantage of this one here tonight, because we've got... who can beat Brandon Stokes actually? The only person that can beat Brandon Stokes will be Chris Bouchard. Bouchard is always all the way back in P9. And Stokes opted for the outside line. Landon Lacey will have the inside line. Devin Doss outside and Jack Merkel on the inside after that neckcode incident between himself and Michael. All the way back to the back of the field right now. Hopefully he can make it back up again in time for the end of the race, as we are coming out of turn 4 now. Pace cars off and Brandon Stokes gets us going once again here at Homestead. Clean start there by Brandon Stokes as Landon Lacey holds on to second place. Jack Merkel holds on to third. Devin Doss under pressure from David Bigger there. Bigger gained a bit of time over Michael Atkins Jr. has moved up to P6 now. And look at Ray Black Jr. moving up on the outside of Will Glynn actually. Glynn doing well to hold on to P8 there. Chris Bouchard still staying in 9th place. There's a bit of pinching going on there in the midfield. Jordan Barry, huge connection problems for him in the 26, not the 57. Mike Whittaker there trying to put Barry under pressure, but it's so hard to race behind someone when they're blinking as bad as they are. That's Will Glynn going round. And he's going to keep it below the yellow line, and caution will not come out. And I think he kept it off the wall. See what happened. I think amazingly he kept it off the wall, did he? He did. No, he didn't. Created a bit of a wrinkle in his hood, but he's back up to speed again. No harm, no foul. And he kept it on the lead lap as well, so fair dues to you. Meanwhile, Brandon Stokes is becoming very much under pressure from Landon Lacey. Jack Merkel right there as well. Devin Doss finds from Michael Atkins Jr. as Doss gets into the wall. Gonna lose all that momentum now. There goes David Bigger. There goes Chris Bouchard. Big momentum loss there for the man in the 95. Lots of smoke pouring out of one person's car. I believe that might be Jordan Barry blinking out again. We're still focusing on Evan Doss, who's now just been passed. He's fighting, actually, Bouchard finally got around him. Back at the front. Stokes not able to get away as easily as he did before. As Landon Lacey right there, as well as Jack Merkel. And they're closing in on Will Glynn, who just had that spin, remember. Apparently I'm a poet and I didn't know it. Out of turn 4 they come, as everybody looking to get single file. We've got one down below there. I believe that might be Jordan Barry, and it is, as Francois Pelletier and Mike Whittaker get around him. Tyler Vicker will be the next one up to. And that won't be the case, but Francois Pelletier feeling a bit punchy right now as he's getting underneath Mike Whittaker coming out of turn 4. Not going to make the move stick right now. As Will Glynn has finally fallen a lap down. Made a pit stop, I believe, so that'll be why. Landon Lacey still in second place and chasing him down. Looks like Michael Atkins Jr. starting to join this party, as well as Ray Black Jr. We might have a 5-truck battle for the lead here. David Bigger and Chris Bouchard not far behind either. As caution number 8 will fly, and it's going to be Francois Pelletier into the wall. And let me guess, is it turn 4 again? He hit the wall going into turn 3. Went down. There. Fortunately, he tried to come back on the track a bit too soon. Went up the track and almost collects Lonnie Barrington. And Barrington did get him. Wow. So that started before turn 3, but it was actually the exit of turn 4 that got him. So unfortunate there for Francois Pelletier. He brings out caution number 8 here. Brandon Stokes bringing everyone down pit road now. Let's see how this one turns out as another pit stop is underway. Jack Merkel's still having those connection problems, as well as Jordan Barry, who's blinking back there as well. So everybody apart from Will Glynn in pit road. Will Glynn going to look for his wave around. He did go pit side just before him. It won't hurt him too much, as everybody going to bring it down now. Can Brandon Stokes win the race off pit road here, or somebody? Junior on the move, but it is going to be Brandon Stokes just winning a race off pit road. Good for him there. Chris Bouchard very late off pit road there, as well as Adam Chapman. Chapman's fallen out of the top 10. As we're on lap 87 of 130. Landon Lacey sits in second place. Let's take a look at the top 10 actually. As Bouchard, for some reason, yeah, there we go. Brandon Stokes your leader, Landon Lacey second, Jack Merkel in third, Ray Black Jr. is in fourth, Michael Atkins Jr. sits in fifth, David Bigger sixth, seventh is Devon Doss, eighth is Jordan Barry, ninth is Mike Whitaker, and rounding out your top 10 is Tyler Vickery. And I'm going to reach out to Mr. Tyler Vickery and get his thoughts on how it feels out there right now. We're on board with that. We're going to move him up to the booth. Tyler Vickery, Sam up in the booth. You got a copy, sir?
Yes, I do.
Just past halfway in the race, sitting in the top 10. Got to be happy with where you are so far.
Yeah, granted, I've had probably 3 pairs of shorts that have been changed so far.
Absolutely, and it's looking like it's very treacherous out there in certain places, especially turn 4. I've seen a lot of people, but most of the cautions tonight being caused by spins out of turn 4. Are you trying to take it easy through there, or are you just racing it as normal?
I've been taking it easy, but at the same time, I've been trying to experimenting a little bit from a few different things. I've had a few opportunities recently in another series, running with a few of the pro guys up there that are in the peak, and I'm learning a lot from them on how they are able to run on old tires. So it's definitely, some of them has been working, other ones I definitely still have to learn, but it's still treacherous out there, especially trying to avoid anyone else that's spinning around.
Absolutely. Well, Tyler Vickery sitting P10 in the full sail number 24. Lights are off on the pace car. We'll let you get back to it, but let you get back to it, sir.
Yep. Thank you.
That's Tyler Vickery in the booth with us just there. Turn 4, very treacherous, and we've seen it many times already. Hopefully they can get it figured out, or it's just going to keep catching people out here tonight. Let's go back to the front though. We do have the lights off on the pace car. Brandon Stokes opted for the high side once again. And we're going to be going back green on lap 90 of 133 here. And Brandon Stokes off to a clean start. Look at Ray Black Jr. getting a big jump on the outside as well, moving himself up to second place ahead of Landon Lacey. Or can he? Because Landon Lacey's going to come back at him on the inside there. And the drag race down to turn 3. Who's going to come off the winner in this one? And it looks like it's going to be Landon Lacey. Going to move up the track to defend and gets the position away. Great move there by the 84. But Ray Black Jr. going to come back at him on the inside going into turn 1. And they're still side by side as they go towards turn 3 now. There's a few sparks coming off the back of Landon Lacey's truck. I believe that was from another bit of netcode from Jack Merkel. And Merkel blinking in and out again. That's going to create problems here. But Landon Lacey does have the clear now. Ray Black Jr. is still sitting in 3rd place. David Bigger now up to 4th place, actually challenging for 4th place with Jack Merkel on his outside. Michael Atkins Jr. P6 right there, but Brandon Stokes already out to a decent lead now. 0.6 of a second is the gap after Landon Lacey was too busy battling with Ray Black Jr. Out of turn 2 he comes now, as Ray Black Jr. is having problems there. He's fallen right back. Let's take a almost lost the back end and managed to save it. Good save there by Ray Black Jr. And he's back up to speed, but he's got Jordan Barry right on his tail now. And look who's coming through the field there. Chris Bouchard on a charge. And it's right behind Tyler Vickery, who's moved his way up to P9. And just like that, Chris Bouchard going from P17 all the way up to P10 now. So good moves there for him. He's bringing Tanner Costa with him as well, who's made his way back up to P12. And Adam Chapman back up to P13. So a lot of people moving forward. We've got one going off there. That was Francois Pelletier. And that's going to bring out caution number 9. Take another look here. And this time I believe it was Frenchie touching the apron. And oh, look, he was very lucky not to hit anything. Taking a little look here. I'm pretty sure he hit that apron. Oh, it was the white line that just unsettled the truck there. So back up to speed again, and caution number. And with that, we're going to head away for another commercial break. We'll be right back as we go side by side once again on ESPN. We'll be right back.
Crawling through the wild, darkest night is coming. Eyes are breaking time. The ancient drums are pounding.
And we're back live here at Homestead. Lights are off in the pace car. Very quick caution this time round. And hopefully we can get people racing this time. We haven't had a long run in a long time. I'm hoping that we can get a long run at the end of this. 9 cautions in. People keep getting caught out by turn 4. As Brandon Stokes able to hold on to the lead with Landon Lacey in second. Michael Atkins Jr. moving his way up to third place there. Merkel falling under pressure from Ray Black Jr. here as they come through turn 4. And out of turn 4 into the front stretch. And Michael Atkins Jr. actually putting Landon Lacey under pressure now. And side by side as they come out of turn 4. And Landon Lacey able to win that little battle there. Let's go. Just been passed by Chris Bouchard, who's slowly making his way through the field. And Bouchard now setting his sights on Ray Black Jr. down to P5. Tyler Vickery back there on the high side. He's currently sitting in P12 now after Francois Pelletier gets around him. As we've still got more blinking going on. Jordan Barry blinking like a fat kid with lemon in his eye. Tanner Costa there finally gets back into the top 10. Big news. As caution 10 will fly, and it's going to be Tyler Vickery involved. Lonnie Barrington involved as well. Let's take a look and see. The wall there after Pelletier scrubbed the wall, and turn 4 catches him out. Oh, David Bigger hits the wall hard. Lonnie Barrington didn't slow down because he didn't pay attention to what was going on. Usually when there's smoke you slow down, sir. Take a look at it from Lonnie Barrington's point of view. He did try and slow down, kept it locked down, the brakes obviously not working. So big problems there for Lonnie Barrington, as he had to tow it. And now we're back under caution once again. Shocker. And Brandon Stokes losing the lead in a big way. Take another look and see what happened here. Did Brandon Stokes overshoot his pit box? No, he was very slow into his pit box, but looks like Landon Lacey, Michael Atkins Jr., Jack Merkel and Chris Bouchard were just faster off the line here. There you go. Brandon Stokes really losing out there through the pit stops and has dropped from first all the way down to P5 now. So big implications there for him. And good for Overtake Motorsports. His teammate Adam Chapman also in the top 10. You see him right there in the 83. I believe the lights are off on the pace car once again, and they are. So Landon Lacey leads his first lap. He will get a bonus point for leading the lap. Michael Atkins Jr. will be restarting in P2. But watch the man on the second row. That is Chris Bouchard. Made a huge mistake that dropped him way back in the field after hitting the wall. Finally finds his way back up into the top 3. And can he do something about it as they come out of turn 4? Pace car peels off. And Landon Lacey, don't waste any time. Bad restart there for Chris Bouchard. And that's going to leave Landon Lacey clear out in the lead, as well as Michael Atkins Jr. in second place. Bouchard amazingly able to hold on to third place. Having a big wheel spin on the restart. He started fourth actually. There's Ray Black Jr. and Brandon Stokes just sitting back there in P5. Can he get around Ray Black Jr.? Not going to be easy. Devin Dawson P6. Adam Chapman's just moved his way up to P7. A good restart for him. Francois Pelletier and Mike Whitaker are battling out there for P8. As here comes Tanner Costa to the inside of Jordan, who's in the 26, not the 57. Back at the front though, Landon Lacey still continues to lead this race as we are coming up to lap 109, and here comes Michael Atkins Jr. 84, can he make the move stick and move his way up to the lead as Landon Lacey loses the back end out of turn 4 and becomes the latest victim of the same corner that took him out last time round, and Jack Merkel in big trouble as well. Let's see what happened to Merkel. He blinked out and sent him, tried to go down to pit road and just drove it straight into the water barrels at the end of pit road. But Landon Lacey, your biggest loser out of that one. As he loses the back end and unfortunately falling victim to the turn 4 curse and it didn't bring out the caution unfortunately, and that's going to hurt him as well. Michael Atkins Jr. meanwhile, he's managed to pull away and capitalise on that. He is about 0.8 of a second ahead of Brandon Stokes, who's now up to second. Chris Bouchard has dropped back to P3. Ray Black Jr. is still in P4. Devin Doss up to the top 5 now, just ahead of Adam Chapman. And Chapman under pressure from Francois Pelletier. Everybody's battling between themselves. Apart from Ray Black Jr. who's in clean air. Kind of clean air. Very cleaner air. As there goes Pelletier to the inside of Chapman. Out of turn 4 they come, and Chapman going to win that across the line ahead of Pelletier. And Chapman able to hold on, he stays in P6, so good defending there by the 83. And Jack Merkel has put his truck on the hauler here. It looks like Lonnie Barrington might be out as well. There's Ray Black Jr. going around, and there goes Devin Doss. Caution number 11 will come out. Let's go to Ray Black Jr. there, because he was the star of that, and Devin Doss got caught up in it. Back end again, stepping out, hits the wall. From Adam Chapman to try and avoid him. And Devin Doss, unfortunate victim of circumstance there. That might be the end of Ray Black Jr.'s night, and it is going to really, really upset him, that one. That is going to be a heartbreaker for him. He was running all by himself as well as no. Ray Black Jr. will take it to pit road. He will get his fast repair and be back out again. So maybe it won't be his night done. But Michael Atkins Jr., your man in the catbird seat right now. He's in the lead. Brandon Stokes managed to make his way back up to second place before the caution came out. Chris Bouchard falling to third. So we might have an interesting battle to the end here as we're literally 20 laps to go now. And who's going to win the race off pit road here? It will be... maybe Will Glynn. Will Glynn only taking 2 tyres, as did Tyler Vickery. So strategy calls being made here late in the race. Pit road, Michael Atkins Jr. in second, Brandon Stokes in third, Tyler Vickery out in fourth, Chris Bouchard coming out in fifth, Francois Pelletier in sixth, seventh will be Jordan Barry, eighth will be Mike Whittaker, ninth will be Landon Lacey recovering after his spin. What a relief he's feeling because of that. And Hoop Baker finds himself in the top 10 now. He's been quiet all night, not really spoken much about him in this race yet. And we are going to reach out to somebody here. And I'm going to get Will Glynn's thoughts on why he took 2 tyres here tonight. So, Nominal Evolution getting all the interviews here tonight, you lucky sods. As we're going to find him, and we are going to reach out to the 12 of Willie Glynn. Will, you got a copy, sir?
Yes, sir.
2 tyres on that last pit stop. Bold strategy, but do you think you can hold on?
I think I can not be a rolling roadblock and maintain a little bit of track position and get some points out of this race after being off a couple races this season.
Absolutely, but again, a bold strategy taking 2 tyres, and we know how harsh this track has been on the tyres, especially through turn 4. What do you reckon you can do from this point?
I think what I'm going to try to do is get a good restart here, get to the top of the track, and try to maintain as much track position as I can.
Absolutely. Well, not really much else I can ask here, but let's talk about turn 4 for a second, because that has been Calamity Corner here tonight. How have you been able to handle it here tonight?
I've actually done pretty well. Trucks felt really good today. You know, I haven't been as aggressive on the throttle after being out of the truck for a while, but it's helped me a lot with kind of maintaining pace through there without stepping it out too much.
All right, Will. Well, the lights are off for the pace car. Good luck with this restart, and hopefully we'll be speaking to you after.
Thank you.
That was Will Glynn in the number 12 Palmetto Distilleries machine. And hopefully it will hold on, because like I said, 2 tyres is a very bold strategy, especially around here. Worth pointing out that Michael Atkins Jr. took 4 tyres, as did Brandon Stokes. Actually, everybody apart from Vickery and Glynn took 4 tyres here. So they come out of turn 4. Pace car going to make a hard left turn into pit road. Glynn not wasting any time. We are back under green here. And almost immediately, Brandon Stokes gets around Michael Atkins Jr. And it's these 3 again. Atkins Jr., Bouchard and Stokes moving their way forward. And Tyler Vickery almost immediately starting to fall backwards on those 2 tyres. And Glynn gets shuffled out as well. As Glynn going around! And just as I mentioned, turn 4, it brings out calamity for the man in the 12. And we got the big one happening right here. Oh my goodness me. Looks like Ray Black Jr. is involved again. Let's see who started it. Might have been Tyler Vickery. No, well, Will Glenn got involved in it as... Wow. Put himself and Gordon Barry. Oh, wow. Horrid netcode. Gordon Barry out of this event, as is Will Glynn, unfortunately. Ray Black Jr. in pit road. Jack Merkel already out. Than that as well, as I might have jinxed the man in the 12. A lot of trucks involved in that one. We're under caution number 12 here, and I'm just going to take a break and go and sit in a corner somewhere for a minute.
It's Top Fuel Racing, live every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern.
iRacing, you wanted the best, you got them 4 abreast. Often imitated, never duplicated. The greatest show on dirt, the World of Outlaw.
And we're back live here at Homestead. We have only 13 laps to go here at Homestead, so not much more racing left to do here. And who's going to come out on top as Brandon Stokes trying to lead us back to the green here very quickly. He knows Michael Atkins Jr. and Chris Bouchard are going to be right there with him. As out of turn 2 they come, and Michael Atkins Jr. on the inside of Francois Pelletier, actually, who finds himself in 3rd place, just ahead of Bouchard and Tanner Costa up to the top 5 again. Landon Lacey finding his way forward as well. Oh, Pelletier hitting the wall and Bouchard's around! Oh, big hit, Pelletier and Lacey! Caution's going to come out again. Lacey will be out of this thing, surely. And it started with Francois Pelletier. Don't have to find him. Oh, come on. And it looks like he got pinched up to the wall by Michael Atkins Jr. Round went Bouchard, and the biggest hit going to Pelletier and Lacey. Bouchard not going to be happy with that one, because he really did not want to see that happen this late in the race. Go back and take a look at it from Bouchard's point of view. Yeah, basically nowhere to go. Pelletier came down, nudged him, came down again, and landed Lacey with him. Pelletier taking everybody with him, and he's amazingly back up and running again. So is Bouchard. And Willie Glynn finds himself closer to the top 10 again. Landon Lacey finds himself out of this event. He's put his truck on the hauler, and you can understand why. That truck was destroyed after that hit. That leaves us with only 12 trucks remaining here at Homestead. Brandon Stokes is going to be your leader. Michael Atkins Jr. in second. It was Atkins Jr. that pinched Francois Pelletier up to the wall that caused it. Will Glynn going to get his lucky dog, and he'll be back on the lead lap. Up the backstretch they come again. Francois Pelletier and Tyler Vickery find themselves in pit road. Vickery gets going. Pelletier going to be doing some pit farming, I believe. I believe Bouchard's out of the truck. Can't see from that angle, can you? Or that angle. No, he's still in the truck. He's pit farming. Bouchard gets moving, and he stays on the lead lap, and we have lost Francois Pelletier, it seems. He's stayed in pit road for over almost a minute and a half, which is 90 seconds, as I was about to say. The list of retirements as it looks right now. Francois Pelletier might be out of this thing. Landon Lacey is out. Jordan Barry out of the race as well. Ray Black Jr. out of the race. Jack Merkel, Lonnie Barrington, Kevin Paskwich and Johnny Antonucci all out of this event. And we're on lap 126. Said one down on the apron. I believe that might have been Tyler Vickery, and it is. He was inside the top 10. That's going to give Chris Bouchard the top 10 back again as the lights go off on the pace car. Opting for the high line. We are getting close to the end of this race now. And we're going to be restarting with 6 laps remaining in this event. Can Stokes get another win on the season, or will it be Michael Ackers Jr. amazingly getting his first truck race win of the season? Tanner Costa, remember as I said earlier, he had that win taken off him at Daytona after making an illegal pass on Jeff Hollingsworth. He is there in 3rd place, would love to get his first race win of the season here tonight. As would Devon Doss, who's looking for his first race win. Hoot Baker inside the top 10 as well, I forgot to mention. So a good race for Hoot so far. And Adam Chapman in the top 5 as well. Adam Chapman has a race win, but not in this series, in the Cup cars, as they make their way out of turn 4. There goes the pace car, and there go the drivers. We're back on the green once again, with 6 laps remaining here at Homestead, and a great restart by Brandon. Ross is going to power his way up to second, or try to anyway. Not going to make it work, as Michael Ackers Jr. going to hold on to second place for now at least. And Tanner Costa starting to close the gap as well. Not going to work though, as Ackers Jr. still holding on to second. Brandon Stokes is going to hold on to the lead for now. And Mike Whitaker has found himself up to 5th place. He's just ahead of Adam Chapman, who's just been passed there by David Bigger. Chris Bouchard going to try the inside line on Bigger as well. Will Glynn just sitting back there in P9. He is happy where he is right now. And Hoot Baker falling back down to P10. Brandon Stokes is your man in the lead right now with 5 laps to go. Coming to 4 laps to go now here at Homestead. Can he hold on for the win? Michael Ackers Jr. has to clear on Tanner Costa now, who's up to 3rd place. Devon Doss in 4th, Mike Whitaker in 5th. And he's closing in on Devon Doss as well for that 4th spot. Voice breaker clock, by the way. Wow. Can they all make it round turn 4? That is the question, because turn 4 has been a horrible corner tonight. Most of the cautions being caused by that corner alone. But no such problems for Brandon Stokes. 3 laps to go here. This time around he will see the popsicle sticks come out, which signifies 2 laps to go in this race. Michael Ackers Jr. in 2nd. Tanner challenging for 4th place. He's going to dive it to the inside there in turn 4. Turns 3 and 4. Out of turn 4 they come, and no problems there as the popsicle sticks are out. We are 2 laps to go here at Homestead. And Michael Ackers Jr. doing everything he can to try and close the gap to down ever so slightly. Has he left it too late though? As Stokes rounds turn 3 and into turn 4. He will see the white flag this time by as he crosses. Finish on the green here amazingly after all the things that have gone on here tonight. Brandon Stokes going to be in the lead here as they come out of turn 2. Michael Ackers Jr. trying to close that gap though. And I think he's left it too late here. And Brandon Stokes in the clear as he makes his way into turn 3 for the final time. Through turn 4. And out of the final corner, and Brandon Stokes brings home the checker flag and wins at Homestead. Michael Ackers Jr. going to cross the line for 2nd. Tanner Costa crosses the line for 3rd. Devon Doss holds on for P4 ahead of Mike Whitaker. 5th will be Whitaker himself. David Bigger in 6th. Chris Bouchard recovering to P7. Will Glynn in P8. P9 going to Adam Chapman. And Hoot Baker getting a top 10 here again tonight. So good result for him. But your man at the moment right now will be Brandon Stokes. That's not Brandon Stokes. This is Brandon Stokes. And he is going to be interviewed right now, I believe, because I'm going to drag him down whether he likes it or not, kicking and screaming and all sorts. So let's get the interviews out of the way very quickly, shall we? As we are going to bring in Brandon Stokes. Brandon, Sam up in the booth, you got a copy?
Yeah, 10-4, I got you.
Big win on the night here as we're getting closer to the chase. Got to be happy with that one, especially with all the cautions tonight.
Oh yeah, man, it was a fun, eventful night there. Just glad to come home with the checkered.
Yeah, it looks like you got one hell of a restart on that last one. Did you know you had enough speed and enough in the tank there just to get away from everybody else, or was it just a surprise to see them all fall back like that?
I knew I had been taking the restarts on the outside, and I was able to get a pretty good restart. So Michael tried to kind of play a little game there on the first to last restart there, the one before the finish, and he almost got me. But Landon, when he was up front, he taught me a little lesson there because I started the same time I did the last time, and we kind of went off in there side by side. But overall, it was a decent night. Restarts were awesome, but yeah.
Absolutely, and it's got to be looking good for yourself in the chase. Another win on the season. Got to be feeling confident as we're only a few weeks away from that all important playoff race now.
Yeah, I had to miss the last 2 weeks, but other than that, I think Chase coming up with the Chase coming up is going to be a good deal. Have a few good racetracks in there, so hopefully we can run really well through the Chase and be there at the end.
And speaking of good racetracks, we are off to the Milwaukee Mile next week for Throwback Week. What do you think? Likes to throw a few surprises up?
Milwaukee is a decent track for me. The new sets kind of throw me for a loop every time I go and test, so I'm gonna probably get a test session in there before next Monday. So we'll see. I think I could run top 5, but a win seems kind of far fetched. But I always go to the racetrack thinking I can win these races. So if I didn't, I don't think I would.
Absolutely, and going to a race. But anyway, congratulations on the win after starting in second. So good run for yourself. Is there anyone you'd like to give a shout out to before I let you go?
Yeah, I'd like to give a shout out to my fiance Megan for letting me do this a couple times a week. Kevin, Byron, and all those guys over there who put the league on, and my brother and sister, and my mom and dad, my team Overtake Motorsports, Landon and Adam run this league with me. Great race by those guys also. Give a shout out to Knucklehead Chris Bouchard and Jordan Berry. And last but not least, Carolina Simworks. They've been a great partner with me for at least pretty much the last year or so. Um, they're just starting to sell merch. So if you need if you'd like to get a shirt or hoodie or hat or something like that, just head over to Carolina Simworks and find them on Twitter or Facebook, and you can find out everything you need.
All right. Well, Brandon Stokes, congratulations one more time for the win here tonight in the Carolina Simworks number 9 here tonight, which is a weird number for yourself. But congratulations nevertheless, and we'll see you next week for the throwback race at Milwaukee.
Awesome, man. Appreciate it, and appreciate you doing the broadcast.
Thank you. So that was Brandon Stokes in the booth with us there, the race winner here for tonight's event at Homestead. Let's go to our second place finisher. That would be Mr. Michael Atkins Jr. in the Halver lead, number 48, not the 99. Not sure why he's got that number, but anyway, Michael Atkins Jr. joining me in the booth there. You had a chance to sweep the week there, Michael, but just came up short there in second place, but still got to be happy nevertheless.
Yeah, pretty much happy, Sam. So I have with Frenchie there, but after this way the season's gone, it's just tired of getting door slammed and everything else. Laying on my right rear corner. I'm gonna race you hard if you're gonna race me hard like that. No offense to everybody, but that's just the way it is.
Absolutely. And was it the damage from that door hit that ultimately stopped you from getting up to the back of Brandon Stokes in the end?
I was catching him when the restart started. It was I was just overdriving entry at the corner, and once I figured it out, I started catching him, but it was too late. And so I just settled in for second place and looking at the points.
Absolutely, and regardless, I know you didn't get the win here tonight, and I know it's probably not the result you wanted here tonight because I know you were looking for your second win, and obviously in these string of events that they have, like from Friday to Monday. But second place here, it's got to help you in the points, especially with the chase only a few weeks away now.
Yeah, it should help me some. I haven't really seen the point standings where I'm actually at yet. It was updated before I looked at it, but uh, second place, I'll tell you. Actually, I'll count second place here as a win because trucks I usually either mess up the right front on a long run or burn up the right rear and get super loose. But I mean, second place, I'll count it as a win here with the trucks, especially where the seasons went.
Absolutely, and the season continues next week as we go to Throwback Week, as we head to the Milwaukee Mile. What are your thoughts going to that one? As we know, the Milwaukee Mile is a pretty tough track as well.
Yes, tight. Have to practice to find out. That's another week. I have to do a lot of practice there to figure out. So yeah, a lot of game plan and strategy in my head to figure that one out.
Absolutely, and finally, anyone you want to give a shout out to?
Mountain Dew for coming on this week. I think next week's a throwback, so we'll be doing I think interstate batteries or Miller Lite paint schemes. So one of those will be on the truck. I hadn't decided yet, but Mountain Dew, wife, kids for allowing me to do it, and just look forward to next week.
Absolutely. Well, Michael Atkins Jr. in the number 48, not the 99 that was showing up on the truck. Congratulations on the second place here tonight, and we'll see you next week at Milwaukee.
Yes, sir. See you.
So that was Michael Atkins Jr. for the result here tonight. Probably a bit upset with the incident he had with Francois Pelletier near the end there. Right now we're going to speak to... we're going to move that camera up a bit. Yeah, that'll do. We're going to speak to a man that has been fighting all night long to try and stay in the top three, and that's Mr. Tanner Costa. Tanner, Sam up in the booth. You got a coffee?
You bet.
Night fell back for the longest time after an incident there mid-race, but still came home to bring it. Still brought it home on the podium. Got to be happy with the position you finished in, right?
Yeah, for sure. It's been a tough season of feeling like I should have had a lot better finishes than I have had. But tonight, yeah, after that incident, I was just trying to save the fast repair, and I wasn't quite up to speed with everyone. And then once I finally used it and a couple incidents avoided and picked up some spots, I made my way back up there. So solid night.
Absolutely, and I know I can understand how you feel about the way the season's gone so far, because you've had a win taken off you at Daytona. You've had a few bad results, especially the one most recently at Bristol. You've got to feel that eventually that win will be coming eventually, though.
Yeah, I know if I keep running decent like this, that we're gonna have some good finishes, and I'll have it all figured out by the time the chase starts, hopefully, and then we can turn it up then and be doing well at the right time. So
Absolutely, and the season carries on next week as we go to Throwback Week and we head to Wisconsin and the Milwaukee Mile. What are your thoughts going to that one?
yeah, I'm not entirely sure. I can't tell you the last time I've ran there, if I've ever ran there. So we'll see when next week comes. Should be interesting.
It always is interesting with this league, I tell you now. But anyway, before I let you go tonight, anyone you want to give a shout out to and say thanks to for your third place here tonight?
Always a shout out to my fiance Allison, buddy Michael, mom and dad if they're watching, KP for keeping the league going, everybody that shows up every week, and the fun people to race with, and cool people up in the broadcast booth putting it on for us.
Yay! I got a shout out, and me for giving you the awesome paint as well. Anyway,
Yeah, finally get to put that paint scheme up front. So,
but anyway, you got that just in time for Throwback Week as well, so that's even better. But anyway, Tanner, congratulations on the third place. We'll see you next Monday when we head to Milwaukee.
thanks, Sam.
That was Tanner Costa joining me in the booth there. I'm not going to speak to anybody else here tonight because it's been a tough race for everybody involved, but it's been very, very tough out there for everybody around this track. And this track is very tough. I'm not going to lie. It's tough with turn 4. Turn 4 has been Calamity Corner. And most of the 13 cautions that we've had here tonight have been caused by that very corner itself. And I'm trying to do a paddock pass type of review, but it's not happening. I'm no fucking... Oh, sorry, excuse my language. I'm no... What's his name? Will Buxton. I'm not going to do that. So, anyway, let's go to the results for tonight's race. As bringing home the win was Brandon Stokes. Coming home in second place was Michael Atkins Jr. In third place was Tanner Costa. Very happy with his position, unlike Michael Atkins Jr., who really wanted that win tonight. David Doss comes home for P4, so a good result for him. And Mike Whittaker grabbing a top 5 there. Going to be very happy with that one, especially with the season he's had so far. David Bigger in P6. Chris Bouchard, very disappointed. He's going to be lamenting that incident he had near the end of the race. He has to settle for P7. P8 going to Willie Glynn. Willie Glynn, there you go. That's a new name for you, Will. Ninth going to Adam Chapman, and rounding out your top 10 will be Hoot Baker. In P11 is Tyler Vickery. P12 is Francois Pelletier. Going to be very disappointed with how his race turned out tonight. Same for Landon Lacey. He's been going backwards and forwards all night, but that last wreck with Francois Pelletier ultimately ended his race. Jordan Barry in 14th. Ray Black Jr. in 15th. Jack Merkel in 16th. 17th going to Lonnie Barrington. 18th going to Kevin Paskowicz. And 19th and last, first man to put it on the hauler, will be Johnny Antonucci. Well, that is going to be it for us tonight. No music, as you've already figured out here, because we'll be going offline in a minute. But looking ahead on the schedule, tomorrow we have a new series with Adam Chapman. Make sure you tune in to him for that one. I can't remember the name of the league. I am a bit useless when it comes to that. Actually, I can check now. As I've been poked. No, we're not going to drag it down there. As I can check. The Western Super Series is coming up. It's a short track league. It's going to be late models, so make sure you tune in for that one. Going to be fun. And then Wednesday we return with Top Fuel Racing as they go to the Milwaukee Mile this week, and that's going to be one hell of a show in that series. Thursday, we're back with the Throwback IndyCar Series as they take part in the next round of their series. Friday, we're back with Pasky's as we begin Throwback Week for them as they head to Darlington. Saturday, we are in the beginning stages of the chase for NASCAR as they begin their chase, and that's going to be one hell of a barn burner. 16 drivers made it in, Mark Arthur being the top seed for that one. And then Sunday we return for sim race. We head to Las Vegas. Well, that is going to do it for us tonight. And as I sign off, we are going to be doing one more thing tonight, just as I did at the top of the broadcast, as this week is a week of memoriam, as we remember the lives lost in the terrible 9/11 attacks back in 2001. So I'm going to sign off with this video. All that's left for me to say is keep it clean, keep it green, and we'll see you tomorrow night for the Western Super Series with Adam Chapman. Have a good night.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave?